Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back yet again. Welcome back to Marignon. Here we are in early winter. This is, I believe, episode 10. I am D, as always. I've been forgetting to say that because I've been out of recording for a while. Ugh. Eric Balcor is not doing well. Actually, it's not doing terrible, but... Built the killing ground there. He's working on that. You know what? You need to go up there and get a temple going. I'm not expecting to win this one just because of how things are going here. Alright, Angelique. Can she really only move one? Army map movement speed 1. That might actually be because of her troops. Okay, Bowl of Blood at Black Alps. That works for me. And then next turn, he will be able to cast it again, and that'll actually put me at 0 blood slaves. Yeah. So if you have, like it says right there, if you have troops that are in a province surrounded by enemies, and they retreat, they're dead. Makes sense when you think about it, because I mean, if there's only hostile forces around you, if you're stealthy, you're probably going to get caught. If you can fly, you're going to get shot out of the sky. Just how that works, folks. Once I get at the blood slaves and hopefully get some generators going, I'm probably going to forge the Black Heart and give it to Fear Tongue, that vampire we picked up out of nowhere a couple episodes ago, because having a completely immortal assassin, well, actually he's not completely immortal because he has to be within friendly dominion, but as long as he does assassinations on people inside of our dominion, we have an immortal assassin. And I'm still trying to make an assassin's guild. I'm still trying to build an assassin's guild in this world. Which reminds me, I need to start recruiting more. Let's see, this episode, as of the time of recording, this episode is going up. Let's see, this is episode 10, so that'd be 16 this coming Saturday. That puts this one 4 weeks off, so about a month off. So this one should be going up sometime in January. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself about when this episode goes up. I'm just trying to figure out my scheduling and such. Let's see. It looks like some battles are going on again. As for me, well, recently, like 3 days ago, I went to see The Force Awakens. Remember, this is being recorded on December 21st. The Force Awakens, that is a good movie. That was a fun movie. Although, to be fair, I did like the prequel trilogy. I know a lot of people didn't, but I didn't go in expecting it to be as classic as the original Star Wars. I went in expecting it to be a fun Star Wars themed movie, and that's what I got. And for everybody that hates on the original trilogy, let me ask you a simple question. If you changed all the Star Wars stuff into something slightly different, so instead of Jedi, you have a different name for them. You take out the word Star Wars in the title. You take out all references to you change the Force into magic. So basically, you just change all the Star Wars themes, all the Star Wars references, into something else. Would you still hate it? That's my question for you guys. Because it's like with Diablo 3. So many people hated on it when it first came out, although it's still got a pretty massive player base. I love it. I loved it at the beginning. The only thing I really didn't like, well, the two things I really didn't like are the always on online thing. It's just silly. And the real money auction house, which fortunately they got rid of pretty damn quick. I mean, even the regular auction house was stupid, but great. Okay, one level left. Go to Marignon has had a bit of an issue. Another bowl of blood at Boreal. You need to build a temple. You need to build more towers. But anyway, as I was saying about Diablo 3, I'm convinced that if you did not call it Diablo 3, if you called it something else, you kept it exactly the same, minus the auction houses, and maybe minus the always online bullshit, and you just called it something else, people would have loved it. They just didn't like it because they just hated on it because it was called Diablo 3. It was a sequel to one of the best games, or according to most people, the sequel to one of the best video games ever made. Diablo 2 was amazing. Lord of Destruction was an amazing expansion. And the game itself is still played to this day with a huge player base, I'm betting. I haven't played it in a while myself, so I can't tell you. But like I said, Diablo 3 is a good game in its own right. Yeah, taking out the skill tree and the character customization was kind of stupid, but beyond that, it's a fun game. It's a fun action game. Okay, my rant is done. Yeah. I might eventually try to put up once I actually start streaming again. I'm probably gonna stream during the summer, more likely, because then I'll have free time. That's one of the big reasons I stopped streaming, is because I don't have the time to do it. I'm too busy planning lessons, grading work that my students turn in or don't turn in, which makes grading a lot easier. I also just have a lot on my plate, and I don't have access to my PC like I've mentioned before, so I have trouble getting the videos ready for streaming. Because like, if you look over some of the stuff I did from my streams, I did a lot of highlight reels from that. They ended up going on kind of long a little bit. I didn't want them to go nearly as long as they did. I just like some of the stuff I just found great highlights to work with. But I mean, there is still I did put up some full streams, like the final one of my Witcher Wednesday streams, mostly because it was the Battle of Kaer Morhen, which was a fun, epic way to end a chapter. I need to go back to playing that game. I haven't played it so much. I haven't played it at all since my last stream, which is kind of sad because I love that game. That's an amazing game. Unfortunately, I never played Witcher 1 or 2. I tried to play Witcher 1 on on the computer I had before the one I'm playing on right now. The reason I couldn't play it on there is because the graphics card on there was utterly crap. The one on here is not terrible. Yeah, I didn't expect that. Well, that's bad news. That explains a lot. Bayville was basically being attacked. I'm betting the only reason Bayville is still mine is because of the militia. Let's be honest here. My vampire, not gonna do much. In fact, he's already right there. They tried to banish the vampire. How much health does he have? Yeah, 15. Yeah, I do kind of wish he'd been a master vampire. I might actually create one of those later on, because they are very useful troops. Very dangerous. I don't know. Better than this one. Oh wow, he actually got injured. Diseased, never healing wound. So he's now down to 10 HP. You are worthless, sir. What the? Huh. He must have died. Damn. My basic plan for Angelique is I'm going to send her north up here to Arcoscephale Highlands. Oh boy. Actually, you don't know, because you can sneak. No, and you can't go through the mountain pass. That's bad. I might play Ralia pretty soon. They're a fun nation. Although you can't play them in the late ages like you can a normal nation because they tend to kill off their population. I think that's where the Dreamlands comes in. I might play early ages Ralia, actually. I do want to play a late... Actually, yeah, I'm not going to play Ralia next. I want to do a late... If I do a... If I don't get any votes, because that's one of the points of this series, is you guys are supposed to vote on age and nation for me to play. I'm not getting any votes recently, but hey, that's not a problem. I think if nobody votes and I don't get any ideas, then I'll just go on to a late age nation. And I'll just pick one. It might be Ulm. Might be somebody else. We don't know. That's the mystery. And if you're wondering why I'm getting weirder between episodes, again, this is still December 21st of 2015. Although, to be fair, it's about 2 minutes off of being December 22nd. Yes, I am recording this at just about midnight. I don't normally stay up this late. It's just, I've got a couple of weeks of break right now before I have to go back to work. I go back, for the students that are complaining about having to go back on January 5th, teachers have to go back January 4th. Just letting you know. Just saying. Okay, let's see. Oh wow, that was a quick battle. I'm not going to be the only one I have to bet. I'm guessing my prophet actually just died of old age, which you don't normally think about when you get down to it. Do I want to do Visevolod? No, I want to have Angelique as my next prophet. I don't even know when my prophet died. Somebody's probably going to go back through the video and say, through either this episode or the last one, and say, hey, here's where he died, you're an idiot. Feel free. Doesn't bother me. And I was right, more battles. Some of them, I think, involving me. That's a long couple of turns. I'm not sure if once Overwatch actually comes out, I might do some videos on it. I don't know. I'm looking forward to playing it, but I don't know if I want to make video content on it, especially since so many people have done it already. It's a little oversaturated. It's also why I don't do Heroes of the Storm content. Aside from the fact that I don't spectate matches in Heroes, I prefer to play, and then I only play against AI. I've mentioned before why I do that, but just in case you missed it, the reason I don't play PvP in games like Dota or Heroes of the Storm or anything else like that, any MOBA or arts games, is because I don't like the stress. I go to play these games for fun. I don't want to get stressed out by people yelling and screaming at me. or at each other, because I tend to have it. I have this tendency of, if you're yelling at your teammates, I'm going to come. Like if one of my teammates is yelling at one of the other members of my team, I tend to come to their. I tend to try and help, not with the yelling. I tend to try and help with, hey, we're on the same team here. Let's kill the enemy first, and then we can yell at each other. How's that? Unfortunately, that usually gets me yelled at by that then usually gets me yelled at by the person, and it's just like, you know what? You're gonna get muted. There's actually a lot of troops right there. Unfortunately, I'm not expecting Angelique to do much. If she can survive for a couple of battles, get some experience under her belt, then hey. Sorry, I got distracted reading something. Okay, sorry about that. I was reading something on my phone. I know it's not terribly professional, but then again, I'm waiting on the timer to go through. So there's going to be a section of the video where I just shut up for a few seconds. Waiting on the turn to take over. I'm gonna see about going back. I'm gonna see about going back and conquering the undersea in just a minute, because I have not been doing that at all. Well, to be fair, like I said before, in the first of this block of episodes, I think it's 2 episodes before this one. I haven't recorded anything in a couple of weeks because I just haven't had a chance to. I've been working on keeping my students from going crazy or failing out. I teach 9th grade, and I'm worried about my students flunking out of high school already. Yeah, that's... Yeah, well. I mean, a couple of them have found... Some of my students found the only possible way to fail my class entirely is... And they've been doing it, which is basically don't do anything. Okay, looks like we're almost done. Final, maybe? There we go. And again, no new magic sites. Peacehaven. Yeah, wow. She lost half the bloody army. killed 8. Some inspiration you are. I mean, to be fair, she probably... Okay, that's where the rest of them went. You're gonna go collect the rest of your crossbowmen. We're gonna send you after somebody a little less kick-your-assy. I know that's not a word. Deal with it. But, yeah... I didn't expect her to win just because she's got no abilities. She's only inspirational, which is a morale booster, which is pointless. Because, I mean, I might just send her in with 120 crossbowmen and just tell them to shoot. Actually, no. What we're going to do is we're going to stick 70 crossbows in a line or in a blob and just have them fire. In front of them is going to be 50 troops to come to shield them. That's it. Actually, it might be more now because she gained a bit of experience, so she might have a slightly higher leadership value. Well, to be fair, I think this is probably going to be the last turn for this video. Yeah, probably. That's the problem with bigger games like this, because it's just they take so long to tick over to the next turn usually that after a while it just that's why I read on my phone so much. I've yet to encounter a site with an enchantment bonus outside of very specific circumstances. I also forgot to start conquering the undersea. I got a little too caught up in the fact that my next idea for a prophet is kind of worthless as a commander. Maybe she's supposed to be a deconstruction of Joan of Arc. Maybe. Oh well, once I get the power to create my next prophet, I'm just gonna turn Vasevalot into the prophet. I mean, an immortal dark angel as the avatar of my god works for me. I think you can also find magic sites with range bonuses, but again, those are pretty rare. Typically, your magic sites are going to be things like either produces more resources, so like gold, actual resources, which is what you use for recruiting, or magic gems, or a specific kind of mage can go here to recruit somebody, or you can just recruit somebody from this province. So it's either resources or recruitment. School bonuses are very, very hard to find. I've yet to find more than 1 or 2 in my years of playing this series. Okay, come on. Random events. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the last turn for this episode. Because according to my timer, we're down to 35 seconds. So we're going to actually... Yeah, I'm not even sure we're going to get to the end turn screen here. At least not in terms of... Oh, wait, yeah, we are. I'm just going to leave it on the message screen, because we're at 20 seconds now. Huh. No messages this time. Actually, we can go ahead and stop it there. I'm going to stop it a little bit early, because there's nothing I can do in 15 seconds. Anyway, folks, again, thank you for watching. If you enjoy the show, please feel free to like or favorite the video, or leave a comment down below. And if you have tips on how to play Marignon better, please let me know. I do read those comments and I do put them into action. It takes me a while, usually because, as I've said before, I record in bulk. So, like, the day I record this is nowhere near when it's coming out. If you enjoy watching a person try and build a town and a thriving survival world in a place where everything literally is trying to kill you, then please tune in on Fridays for my Wild Terraria Fridays series. It's getting to be quite interesting. And also, it's just funny watching me try and survive with some of those idiots. And if you enjoy Dota 2 matches, I've been doing more live casts of that, so it should be fun. Tune in tomorrow for the continuation of Ran Dota, where we'll have another fun match for you. At least I hope it's fun for you guys. It's fun for me. As for that, folks, I have been... Or, back up a little bit. And also, if you really want to keep up with the show, please feel free to click the subscribe button down below, and there should be a link at the end of the video. And if you have friends that you think would like this, please send them my way. As for that, folks, I have been D. Good night, and good gaming.